What's up, everybody? It's your boy Sterling from ENT, joined by Joseph.
Welcome.
Joined by my good friend Cameron. Welcome back to ENT Fantasy Football. We got Week 12 coming up, and we got our waiver wire pickups. To the loyal viewers of ENT Fantasy Football, this is for you guys.
So,
let's get right into it.
I want to get started. I'm starting off with the Washington football guy.
Ooh, the
Tyler
Washington
Heinicke.
football.
Let me just hit you with some stats.
Let's hear it.
He's averaging 21.5 points per game. And he has had 5 games over 20 fantasy points this season.
That's respectable.
He's had his bye already, so you guys don't need to worry about that for future matchups. He has some okay matchups coming up. He doesn't have anything that's like phenomenal, but we're projecting him to have some positive game scripts.
Yep.
Lots of passing, lots of coming back, hopefully. I mean, he has proved.
They have one of the worst defenses in the NFL.
They do.
So he's going to be slinging the ball around.
And Terry McLaurin is playing well. Curtis Samuel.
He's a beast.
Is going to be back hopefully next week. That's what they're saying. Curtis
also,
Samuel.
Logan Thomas is coming back.
He's only in 15%.
Yeah.
Of
so
Yahoo
he's available in 85% of leagues. He's out there.
He's out there. You
out
guys
there.
can go scroll him up and probably pick him up right now.
Heinicke has shown he could put up good games. Like, he just played the Panthers, who are a really solid,
solid
passing defense.
Yeah.
And he put up a really good game.
And he was throwing the ball.
He was.
And that's the crazy thing about it.
And his options aren't the best right now, but they're about to start.
Yeah, it's getting better. Do you have somebody that you want to talk about?
I do have somebody that I want to talk
quarterback.
about. Yeah,
quarterback.
Quarterback's first. I have a quarterback pickup that, to me, Cameron talked about him last week in his Start to the Week episode. Mm-hmm. And this week, he's got another solid matchup, and it's the Carolina Panthers quarterback, Cameron Newton.
Cam Newton.
So, obviously, we all know who Cam Newton is. He's no stranger to the NFL fans.
He's the face of...
Yeah. Bro, he's got rushing upside. He's going to run the football. How many carries did he have last week?
He had 10.
10 carries.
Same amount as Christian McCaffrey.
He had 46 yards on the floor, on the ground.
On the floor.
46 yards on the ground.
Yeah.
So he's already got, that's 4.6 fantasy points if you're not familiar with how fantasy points work. And if I'm not mistaken, he had a rushing touchdown.
He did.
So he's the goal line back for the team, basically. If they're inside the 5-yard line, you know what they're gonna do.
They're probably gonna give
Cam
it to
Newton, quarterback power.
Quarterback power.
I'm a Christian McCaffrey owner, and I know this is facts.
Yes.
So Cam Newton is their goal line back. He will get at least. You can almost count on him for like a rushing touchdown a game.
Basically. And get this. This week, Cam Newton plays against the Miami Dolphins.
Ooh, let's go. That's a good matchup.
And then after that, he has a bye week. After that, he plays the Atlanta Falcons.
Hey, I'm rocking
So
with
he plays the Dolphins, and then his next game he plays the Falcons. 2 great matchups for the quarterback position. 2 teams where it's like Cam Newton can basically do whatever he wants on those defenses, bro. Yeah. He's not going to have the passing volume that most quarterbacks will have. But he makes up for that with his rushing usage and his goal line usage.
Yes.
I have another quarterback, but Cameron,
Cameron?
Yes, I'm looking at one Mac Jones. He's got Tennessee coming up next week, which is a very favorable matchup for him.
Number 1.
The only thing you really have to be careful of are the 2 matchups with Buffalo. Those could get a little dicey.
Especially since it is getting into that winter time. That's the thing, too. It's going to start getting cold.
Yeah.
And
it's going to be at Buffalo, too, after Tennessee.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah, some snow.
Imagine, that'd be crazy.
Yeah. That would be crazy.
Yeah.
Mac Jones. He has a few good matchups coming up. And
they're on a roll.
We're saying in our podcast last week, gotta go check that out
watch
too.
It.
Yes.
You should go plug that in.
Yes.
And to make it like pop up at the top.
Oh.
So we talked about that a little bit. And then we also just want to say, Mac Jones, certified baller. I feel like. And you guys ready for my last guy?
I don't know, bro.
Mac Jones or Taylor Heinicke?
I'd say.
I know mine.
I'd say Mac Jones.
Really? I thought you were gonna say Taylor.
I like Tyler Heinicke, but I also like Mac Jones. Just like maybe that much more, bro. Yeah. Not by a whole lot.
I disagree.
Okay. I definitely can see why you disagree.
Heineke, he's got more volume?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's why we.
And they're playing catch up.
Yeah.
Most of the
Yeah,
time. Most of the
that's
times,
right.
We know what the Patriots' game plan is.
Yeah.
We know it's been the same thing for years.
Do your job.
Control time of possession, run the football, control the game.
Exactly. We're gonna
Should
talk
we get
about.
into? Do you have a running back or no?
I do not have a running
Okay,
back.
we'll get into running backs real quick. I have one running back. My one running back that I have on my list is New York Jets running back Ty Johnson.
Let's
So
go.
obviously, the injury to Michael Carter, he's going to be
It's a
sidelined.
shame.
It looks like he's going to be sidelined.
Yes.
It's an ankle injury. Most of the time, that's like
They said 4 to 5 weeks.
okay. So yeah, so 4 to 5 weeks. Ankle injuries is like one of the things I don't want to hear
No.
with a running back.
Boy.
We've seen running backs. Saquon had an injury to his
Yes.
ankle.
Don't remind
Miles
me.
Sanders had an ankle injury this year. So Michael Carter is going to be sidelined for a little bit. Ty Johnson, I'm super high on Ty Johnson from a PPR standpoint because there's a chance Tevin Coleman gets the early down work.
There is a good chance of that.
But Ty Johnson, we know he's for sure the third down back at the very least. And the Jets obviously are a team that's going to be behind in every game that they play.
Yeah,
That is
pretty
fast.
much.
So there's going to be a lot of garbage time in those games.
Yeah,
There's going to be a lot of dump offs to Ty Johnson. And
Definitely.
he's going to get a lot more early down work with Michael Carter being
Oh,
out. I don't
yeah.
see Tevin Coleman just getting all of the early down work. Ty Johnson is going to be worked in a lot more.
Why did he have to get injured, man? That's so sad. Michael Carter was my guy. He was
Yeah.
my RB2.
And so this week, he plays against the Houston Texans. The next game, he plays against the Philadelphia Eagles. Both bottom 10 rushing defenses. Ty Johnson, this isn't a pickup where he's going to all of a sudden like be the workhorse guy. Like sort of
It'll
what
be
we were,
gradual.
sort of what we
Yeah.
were expecting with AJ Dillon, how AJ Dillon's getting all the work. Ty Johnson probably won't be that guy
No.
because Tevin Coleman is a solid first and second down back.
Who they like enough.
They do. But I could see Ty Johnson being worked in a lot more than what he's been. And for PPR, I think he's a player, bro. He's a
He
player.
is. I have 2 big wide receivers.
I actually had this first guy, Joseph stolen from me. He was my start of the week
Wow.
last week.
It is true. It is. Elijah Moore,
Continue.
the New York Football Jets wide receiver.
Please.
Elijah Moore has had 4 touchdowns in his last 3 games.
Breakout player.
A breakout player. He scored 13 against Buffalo, the hardest matchup against wide receivers this year. He's had an uptick in usage, as you guys can tell. Joe Flacco and him have that connection.
Yeah.
It's weird to say like, oh yeah, him and
Joe
Joe
Flacco.
Flacco have a connection. Let's. I'm gonna give you guys some of
Yeah,
his
give me
targets.
the
to
exact
last.
numbers.
So in week 8, he had 6 targets. Week 9, he had 7 targets. Week 10, he had 6 targets. Week 11, he had 11. And then here we are this week against Houston. A green matchup.
So similar to Ty Johnson, who we just talked about, they're on the same team.
They are.
They're always going to be in positive game scripts.
So they're going to be throwing the ball to him. And they like Elijah Moore.
They do. He's a rookie who they drafted pretty high in the draft, so they spent draft capital on him. He's emerging to be the number 1 receiver, so there's no reason other than to go all in on Elijah Moore for now.
And that's the guy I'm targeting for this week.
Yeah, he's my number 1 waiver priority this week. Just in case we didn't clarify, Elijah Moore,
Number 1.
number 1 waiver priority. So we'll get into our tight ends. Logan Thomas is a guy I've been talking about for a while.
Oh.
And let me say, you really just have to go check because there's a chance.
Stash him in your IR slot.
There may have been somebody who said, I need to cut him. And they cut him. And you just have to go see, is he available?
If
there's
you
a good
have
chance.
an available IR slot, while
Go pick him
Logan
up.
Thomas is still on IR, pick him up and stash him.
That is fast.
Please do it.
Just do it.
Because Logan Thomas has the number 1 easiest schedule for the rest of the season for the tight end position. Number 1 easiest schedule. In the playoffs, get this. He plays in week 15, he plays the Philadelphia Eagles, who are the number 1 easiest defense against tight ends. Week 16, he plays the Dallas Cowboys, who are a bottom 10 defense against tight ends.
Let's go.
Then in week 17, championship weekend for fantasy football, he plays the Philadelphia Eagles again, the number 1 easiest matchup
Let's go.
for tight ends.
It is all green.
Play tight ends against the Eagles. That's what you do.
That's what
It's
you
what
do.
you do. Adam Trotman, I was talking about him briefly. I was going to talk about him today.
Yeah.
Had his breakout game against the Eagles.
Yep.
all these guys have great games against the Eagles. And Logan Thomas plays the Eagles twice in the fantasy playoffs.
Oh, how could you go wrong with that?
Boy.
How could you?
So
silver platter.
And they extended his contract before the season.
Nice.
And the number 2 tight end on the football team, Ricky Seals-Jones, is injured right now.
He's a true question mark, I was reading. So
yes.
Let's go.
Hopefully Logan Thomas comes back this week, which it looks like it's like
50-50.
Yeah, he's returned to practice this week. Yeah. So when he comes back, he's a bona fide top 10 tight end for sure to me with, I want to say, top 5 upside.
I like it because he does have that upside. So I think that's about us. That's about it. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching our Week 12
waiver wire. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the comment button, leave a comment.
Do it all.
Do all that stuff.
Yeah,
Go watch the other videos. Watch the podcast that just dropped.
Yeah.
Watch all the videos. Do all that good stuff.
Subscribe, man.
And go pick up these players if you want to win in fantasy football. Yeah. Go do it. Specifically, Elijah Moore. Pick him up.
Anything else?
No.
That's all we got for you today.
We're out of here.